Hi, I'm Andrew. Welcome to the Weldclass Technical Centre. Today we're going to run through the new FURY 185 welding machine. We've got laid out on the bench today all the stuff that comes with the machine in the kit. We call it a value kit. Comes with, most importantly, a MIG welding torch, gas hose, gas regulator, a stick welding lead, a earth return clamp and lead, MIG pliers, pair of gloves, instruction manual, 3 different feed rollers, and over here a cooler bag and the ProMax 130 welding helmet. That all comes in the box when you buy this kit. Now we're going to set up the FURY 185 machine for welding stainless steel MIG. I'm going to use some stainless steel 316 LSI, 0.8mm diameter, and I've got a small roll of this product. It's a 1 kilo spool. I've just taken it out of the box, and that actually fits straight on that post that you see there on the machine very easily. So we're going to try that, but there's a very important note to make on welding stainless steel. Don't use your standard MIG gas. Your standard MIG gas for mild steel is not suitable for stainless. It'll actually cause your stainless steel weld to become brittle and weak and rust. You need to use either 1 or 2 gases, and that is an argon 2% CO2 mix, which has got a grey top, or argon 2% oxygen, which has got a black top. And I actually have a bottle of gas designed for stainless steel welding, and this one is actually a 2% oxygen mix in argon, and that is fine for welding stainless steel. That's what we'll use when we're doing our stainless today. So make sure the wire comes off from the bottom of the roll. That goes in there like that. This goes back on here. The spring goes back over the top, and the retaining nut, the screw, goes back over the top of all of them. It's very simple. Okay, make sure I've got the right roller. So it's 0.8 wire, it's solid wire, so I need a V groove on the roller, and there it is, says 0.8 V, and that's going to be facing the inside of the machine. Put the retaining nut back on. Use your MIG pliers to get your wire off the spool. Cut the bent wire off. Make sure it's nice and straight. Don't let go of the wire, otherwise it'll spool off that little spool very quickly. Put it in the inlet guide. Feed it through the outlet guide. And we have to make sure that we're going to put down the pressure roller, click it into place. It's running about 5 on the pressure arm, and we need to make sure it goes into the MIG gun correctly. It has gone straight down the center of that liner, and we can realign it and tighten the gun back on, making sure that it all lines up. Not overly tight, just hand tight. Here we go. Okay, so I've got the wire positioned inside the machine. It's coming through into the gun. We were last using the machine in gasless, so that means the polarity leads are around the wrong way. So we're going to disconnect the earth lead and clamp, disconnect, this lead goes back to the gun, and we want that back to positive, which it is, and we want the earth lead and clamp into the negative, which it now is. Okay, that's good. Also, the machine is actually set on gasless mode, so we go to the mode button, then we come back around to MIG steel pulse, and that also does stainless steel, so that's where I'm going to set up from initially. Again, on the inside of the door there's a sticker. It tells you where to put the these leads for the correct polarity for welding with stainless steel with shielding gas. It also gives you the hints on where to start with your amperage. Let's have a look. 3mm thickness, 3mm, not steel but stainless, so it's the second column across, between 95 and 105 amps. That's where we should start for welding 3mm stainless. There is a fine tuning available, and it is basically just by adjusting the left hand control knob, and you can go minus or positive, -3, +3. Negative will give you a closer arc length, closer to the weld, probably increase a little bit of spatter. If you go positive voltage, it'll bring the wire closer back towards the tip and smooth out voltage, but it is a fine line to get the right setting based on the material thickness you're welding and the wire size you're using. We're ready to plug the gas in onto the regulator, which we've done, and plug it back over to the cylinder. We're ready to weld. Have some fun welding your projects with the Weldclass machines.